Hello everyone, welcome to English Steps. I am Usama Walid. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about plural nouns. In English, we can make plural nouns by adding the letter S to the end of the noun. For example, I say a book as a singular noun, some books as a plural. So here we added only the letter S to the end of the noun to make it into plural. But before we complete, I wanted to keep in mind that the English countable noun can have two forms. It can be singular when I talk about one. It can be plural when I talk about two or more. In the previous lesson, we talked about the indefinite articles which mean one, like a pen. What about the plural? Do we have something that we can use with the plural noun? Yes. The first thing, we can use the numbers. For example, 2 pens, 3 pens, 4 pens, etc. In addition to the numbers, we can use words like some if you don't know the exact number. You can say a chair to talk about one, some chairs to talk about more than one, two or more. Some means a number of or an amount of. If you are describing something, you say a nice place. In the plural, you say some nice places. We can also use the word a few, which means a small amount of. Remember, the article a or an means one. So, can we use number one before the singular noun, like what we did with the plural in the first example? Yes, of course. You can say 1 day instead of a day. Plural, as I said, we can say a few days when I talk about a small amount of something. The last thing, we can use demonstratives or demonstrative pronouns. With the singular, I say this student. For plural nouns, I can say these students. We need to pay attention to the spelling of the noun. In English, we can also make plural nouns by adding es, ies, or ves. Like the word bus ends with s. To make it into plural, we have to add es, buses, not only s. Have you ever thought about the cases which take es, or ies, or ves? Let me begin with the first group. If the noun ends with ch, sh, s, double s, x, or z, we have to add es to the noun to make it into plural. For example, which, witches, brush, brushes, bus, buses, class, classes, box, boxes, buzz, buzzes. Now, let me tell you a secret about the letter O. Words ending with the letter O can have two cases, two ways to make them into plural. If the noun has an English origin and ends with O, in this case, we add es. For example, potato, potatoes with es. Hero, heroes, also with es. But if the noun ends with O and has a foreign origin, I mean the word comes from another language like Italian or French, etc., or the word ends with O but preceded by a vowel, it takes only s. For example, the word stereo. Stereo ends with O, but it is preceded, as you can see, by E, which is a vowel, and that is why we add only S. Photo, which comes from a foreign origin, we add only S, photos. Piano also comes from Italian origin. I say pianos with S only, not ES. Now, the second group is about IES. If the noun ends with Y and it is preceded by a consonant, we have to change it into IES. For example, baby, babies, party, parties, dictionary, dictionaries. As you can see, in all these examples, the letter Y is preceded by a consonant. I mean a letter which is not a vowel. The vowel letters, we have A, E, O, I, U. If the letter Y is preceded by a vowel, we must keep it, and we just add S to the noun to make it into plural. For example, day, days, key, keys, boy, boys. In these examples, the letter Y is preceded by a vowel, and that is why we kept it as it is. We just added S to make them into plural. Now the last group is about VES. To form the plural for nouns ending with F or FE, we change them into VES. For example, shelf, shelves, knife, knives, wife, wives. As you can see in these examples, the words end with F or FE, and that's why we change them into VES. Now, have you ever thought of nouns that are usually used as plural? In English, there are nouns that have singular forms, but they are usually used as plural. For example, I say, does he wear glasses? I cannot say, does he wear a glass, because glasses are made up of two parts. Also, I say, where are the scissors? The scissors are made up of two parts, not only one. So they are usually used as plural. Some other examples like trousers, pajamas, we always use them as plural. If you want to talk about more than one, you can use the word pair. For example, I need to buy a pair of jeans. If you want to talk about more than one pair, simply you can say the number. I have 5 pairs of jeans. Remember to make the word pair into plural. Now, the last thing for today's lesson is about irregular cases. Some plurals do not end in S. We change something into the word. For example, man becomes men, women becomes women. We just change the letter A into E. Sometimes we change the letters O into E, like the word tooth becomes teeth, the word foot becomes feet. Some words do not change at all, like the word sheep. I can use it as a singular and I can use it as a plural. Also the word fish. It can be used as a singular and it can be used as a plural. I say a lot of fish, some fish. Another example about irregular cases, the word child. Child as a singular becomes children as a plural. Also the word mouse is changed into mice. But let me tell you a secret here. If you are talking about the mouse that you use with your computer, here in this case I cannot say I have 2 mice. I say I have 2 mouses. I say mice only when I talk about the animal itself. But if you are talking about the mouse you use with your computer, we say mouses, not mice. This is the end of today's lesson. I hope it was useful for you. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next step. Goodbye.